last time under 20 we got to the final.
The final, losing final. The guys have also been losing final.
I think this is a big experience for them.
Can go and make us better. All right, we need to go on a quick break now. Kole, thank you so much. I beg your pardon. Toby, thank you so much. We are making a switch. Toby will be leaving us, but Yemi Adebayo will be coming in, and then we will take a look at shooting, medical doctors' games, and of course a whole lot of other issues around the English Premier League on Sports. Now, there's still plenty more for you. Don't go nowhere. Sports tonight, and Yemi Adebayo has joined us. We've made a quick change. Toby Adepoju has gone off, and Yemi, good to have you on Sports tonight. Thank you very much. Did you enjoy your weekend, Yemi? Did you enjoy your weekend?
Contrary to your expectations, I did.
Did you enjoy your weekend?
I did, honestly.
You enjoyed the Saturday? You enjoyed it, the first 20 minutes of your...
It wasn't a day.
How would you describe what happened? Well, anyway, we'll talk about that later. Let's not. I
can't find the right words if you ask me to describe it.
We'll talk about that later, but let's talk shooting first.
Yeah.
Shooting, not shooting Star Sports World Ibadan. Shooting as a sport. And it's interestingly, I mean, the last time we had the sports minister live in our studios, he told us that there's a surprise that shooting could be going for the Commonwealth Games. And in line with that, the Shooting Federation, of course, the president, young man, Wole Madayola, has been doing a lot to prepare Nigerian shooters, expose them to Africa, and expose them to the rest of the world. Yemi, what exactly is going on with the Shooting Federation and our shooting athletes?
Well, the athletes that were presenters at the African Championship are already preparing, 50 of them, 6 officials, and they're in camp. While in camp, they'll be exposed to facilities that conform to the International Shooting Sports Federation, that's ISSF, to that standard. And of course, like you said, the minister told us of the surprise, and so we're not surprised seeing what these people are able to do. So for the championship, the athletes that would represent Nigeria, their names will be announced on Wednesday. Okay. So we're going to know. But even before that, they've been training. Some in Lagos, some in Abuja. They've been exposed to all the best that they can meet in the world in terms of facilities. So when they get outside, the occasion doesn't, they don't get overwhelmed with the occasion. So that's the story generally. Competition is going to be on February. It's going to begin on February the 16th. That's a Sunday. But we will know the athletes that will represent us by tomorrow.
All right.
By Wednesday, rather.
By Wednesday. Okay. All right. We'll try to stay on top of it, and of course tell you a lot more around shooting. And if you are watching and we are seeing on your screen exactly what shooting is, you are gifted, you're a marksman. Instead of using these gifts in a negative way, please come to shooting and come and be useful to this country. Win medals, win laurels for Nigeria, so that we can.
But some people said it's really hard to get somebody outside the military and the paramilitary
to do it. But a lot of other people are learning it.
I don't know if you're a trained machine. It's really going to be hard. It's really going to be hard for you to go at lengths to know the sports. But I know Nigeria is doing well.
Yeah, you could say military sports really, but if you are interested in it and you are gifted,
takes rigor, takes a lot of discipline.
You're a marksman, you can get your targets. I mean, just.
But how will you be a marksman if you're not a military man?
Then leave that to the shooting guys. I mean, Wole Madayola, who is the president of the federation, is not a military man.
Okay.
All right. So it depends on what you love and what you are involved in. But we will stay on top of that and, of course, inform you in the days ahead exactly what is going on with the shooting. But again, another one. Medical doctors are dropping everything. This time, not going on strike. This time, they want to play football. They want to do sports. The National Medical Doctors Games in New York later this month.
Yeah, February 16th, the same day the shooting competition starts. Well, what they're doing really is that they're following the advice they give to their patients. You need to stay fit. How do you stay fit? Take part in exercises, take part in sport. And the medical games, like you said, the maiden edition, and it's going to, all the 36 states and Federal Capital Territory would participate, and it's going to hold from the 16th to the 22. It's something that's introduced by the current leadership of the
NMA.
Yeah, and
how many sports are they doing? Is football there?
Yeah, hold on.
Let me give you a list. 1 percent into teams.
Yes, there's going to be football.
Lagos against Oyo.
And it's not just the male doctors, really. They're going to be there. You have football, you have lawn tennis, you have table tennis, basketball, Scrabble, chess, and, you know, a whole lot of games, really. And it's going to be interesting because for me, when I saw this, first thing that came to my mind is, you know, they're following the advice they're giving to people that, look, if you're healthy, there are chances you live long. And one of the ways to stay healthy, find a sport that you love, that you can participate in. It keeps you fit, and you know, like doctors will tell you, if you're fit, you won't fall down to cheap diseases, cheap sickness.
You're able to shake them off.
Yeah, just beat them off. You know, throw your hands, throw your legs in the air. Doesn't always work. Doesn't always work that way. Something similar to that, and you're fit, and you know, you're hale and hearty, and you tend to live long.
All right, let's go to Twitter very quickly because our time is running out, and let's see a few comments here. Onia Kelvin says Enyimba has actually won on the road before, and he believes Enyimba can win on the road. He believes Enyimba can get the result in the second leg. But what about Kano Pillars? I also believe that Kano Pillars can get the job done in Kano if they stay focused. And somebody raises a point about the state of readiness of Nigerian teams, and he says the Congolese League, the Togolese League have been on since August, and the teams have been playing competitive matches, very much unlike the Nigerian clubs that have only been playing friendly matches. That is what he says. So he says that our teams, that's coming from Ifeanyi Andrew Ibe, our teams have been playing friendly matches, but the teams that we're playing against have been playing competitive games. Olayinka Owolewa, our very good friend, media officer of Kwara United, says it's very sad for us to abuse our national edifice like that, especially a country like ours that lacks maintenance culture. This is Oluwaseun Raji. A national stadium is a national sports monument. In other climes, they carefully protect the stadium from deterioration. I mean, we hope that the National Sports Commission can do something about it. There's nothing wrong in wanting to host a concert, but protect the pitch. The pitch is the most important part of the stadium. Every other thing can be in tip-top shape. If the pitch is bad, you can't play football there. Yes. So the best thing is protect the pitch whichever way you can. Like for instance,
Wembley Stadium, you can have like 6 sporting events in a month, but you trust those people. They will ensure that the grass will not suffer. Everything. Yeah. So there's a way you maintain the grass in spring. There's a way you do it in autumn. So you know, all of those things you need to carefully sit down, think about how you're going to manage the facility before you start throwing it open, start giving people to come and stamp on the grass, and before you know everything withers away and spend money, and you're never able to get it back to the original shows.
All right, let's move away from the few comments that we have. We'll come back to your comments later on, but let's go to England very quickly. Yemi and Kole, gentlemen, Joseph Yobo is back in the picture, back in the mix in the English Premier League. And what is start for Joseph Yobo? Playing in the center of defense and shutting out Manchester City with all the firepower.
The best attack in the EPL, by my own reckoning. Scored, you know, trailer load of goals this season, and he happens to be in the team of the week. Many of them already in the team of the week. Yeah, so man of the match, team of the week. The produce are already coming his way, and you know, but I think it's too early to start saying things. We have 3 or 4 months before the World Cup. And I think Keshi will be enjoying this. It's a coach's delight. You have players to.
But let me come to you, Kunle. Has it done enough? I mean, he came here because he wants to play and be in our eyes and be in our faces and then launch a return. I mean, and he has said it all over the wires today. Yobo says, "Look, I want to be back in the Eagles." The hunger, the determination, the commitment is there. Do you see that happening for Joseph Yobo?
Yeah, I think